Shreveport Mayor Ollie Tyler joining us for a little bit. Hey, Miss Ollie, how are you this morning?
Good morning, Robert. How are you and Erin?
Well, let us point out, as we are with all our vehicularly oriented guests this morning, that you are currently speaking to us, but not behind the wheel.
You have a designated driver.
We have a designated driver, Mr. Brian Crawford, our CAO, picked me up this morning at 7:25, and we are going extremely slow. We've already seen one truck go off of the street, so we want to make sure that that's not going to happen to us. So he's a great driver.
Basically, you are touring Shreveport this morning from your home to City Hall at what we call parade speed. Is that about right?
Absolutely, Robert.
What have you seen on the roads this morning? This is kind of a phenomenon we don't usually see. We'll see ice or snow, and then it'll go away. But this looks like it's going to be with us a while. Are you a little concerned about the longevity of this?
Of course. You know, as mayor of the city, there's always a concern about safety. And, of course, with the streets being iced as they are, we asking people, we're really begging people not to get on the streets today if they do not have to be out driving. And we'll be asking also employers, if you don't have to open your business today so that employees have to come in, please stay closed today. It is really dangerous out here today, Robert and Erin. We want, people to be as safe as they possibly can. Of course, our emergency crews are out. The mayor and the CAO are both out, trying to make sure that we have everything done that we can do to keep the city safe.
Hard freeze warning is what the National Weather Service is saying. Not today, later today and into tomorrow, where we could get to 14 degrees. And they're telling me the conditions we're seeing today are not going to improve at all. Would you anticipate that you'll keep City Hall closed for another day? Everybody's starting to talk about tomorrow now. And if things aren't going to improve, we would just as soon, stay home again tomorrow.
Well, let me tell you, we're going to monitor like we did most of the night last night. We'll monitor to make sure that the weather forecast is accurate. We just, things can change over a few hours. So if, the conditions worsen or remain the same as they are today, we will probably be closed. I'll make that decision early this afternoon. So we'll monitor just to make sure, Erin. We want to make sure that we don't have people on the street endangering themselves trying to get to a job. Certainly our emergency crews, I'll say that again, are going to be out just making sure that the city is safe. We've got our public works, we've got SPD, we've got SFD, we've got people from various departments. I'm meeting this morning with the leadership team at 9 when they all get here. We met yesterday for, more than an hour. We did our service day yesterday, but certainly we are prepared to respond to any emergencies. I will make that call this afternoon. We don't know what's going to happen today. We live in Louisiana.
Sure.
The weather changes from 1 hour to the next. So if it appears to be as is predicted, then we will not open tomorrow. We're going to encourage people, please stay off the streets, and we will certainly try to keep our folks off the street, as many as we can.
You kind of answered my question a couple of seconds ago, but I will ask it anyway. So you and Brian, City CAO Brian Crawford, you, Mayor Tyler, get to City Hall today. It's kind of I don't want to say ghost town, but there's not a lot going on. What will you, the mayor, be doing at City Hall with the regular activities not taking place? Will you cut your day short too? If you want to, it's certainly okay with me and Erin.
Let me tell you, we have lots of work to do, but we will be there so that we'll be available for, anything that's happening in the city. Our leadership team, our emergency teams may need something from us. Certainly, we want to be available. We want to be, out here with them. And so we're going to be there. We've got a lot of things that we have to get done, and we're going to work on those. and we'll, be there to respond if we need to respond to anybody that is in the city. And if they need to call us, we'll be ready to respond. We won't be sitting at our homes. Now, it would be a good idea if we could,
sure,
but that's not leadership. So we're going to be here to respond to anybody that needs to have a response. And certainly we want our team members to know that we're going to be there for them.
Basically today, because of the skeleton crew at City Hall, if somebody has a problem and they call City Hall, they just may you might answer.
We just may answer, yes, sir. Because we really, if somebody's in trouble and they can't we did put out numbers yesterday to let everybody know who to call, because we have people who are manning each of the main areas of operations within our city for emergencies. So we'll have people that will respond in the water department. We'll have people that will respond in, the police department, in the fire department, in the public works department. We have people that will respond, but also Ms. Crawford and I will respond also, because we're going to be at City Hall, and we have our cell phones. So we're going to be talking with each other all day, back and forth with our leadership team, trying to make sure that we can get the word out to our public and our citizens about what's happening in our city, and just keep encouraging them to stay off of the streets if they possibly can.